As a part of this research, I asked them, do you have the vision that you have for your life? Do you have that written down somewhere, that you know where it is and you check in with it on a regular basis? Take a guess at how many people have that. Of 62, and they're entrepreneurs, they're people who are goal-oriented. Take a guess. 0. Yeah, I know. It was, I couldn't believe it either, and I kept thinking okay, so you've got that, and people would show up and they're like, I'm a planner queen, and I got all my goals. Goals are, in a lot of ways, and the way that we approach goals, it's they're this external factor in our lives. And we're okay, I have to do a goal setting session. That's why I love starting sessions with breathwork and meditation, is because it drops you in to your heart. And if that sounds new agey and hokey to you, then my work is not for you, because I'm all about connecting to your heart and connecting to the vision that you have for your life, not the expectation, not the ego goals, not the cars and the stuff, but what is the experience that you want to have when you're a senior citizen? I love that reflection in that meditation. I ask people, okay, you're 80 years old. What does your life look like? Most people literally get mad at me and they don't want to talk about it. But it's if we're lucky, we're going to get there. That's one of the things that I think my generation, I'm born in 1981, so I'm millennial, but I'm an elder millennial is what they call me. And what I've noticed is that so many people in my generation, especially people who are younger than me, but still millennials, we're terrified to think about the future. And so many of us, we don't have saving plans. We're not prepared for retirement. We're not even thinking about the long-term effects of our exercise and our health things, our health efforts that we're taking. We're very much a generation that lives in the moment, which is good because we're present moment oriented and all that. But at the same time, none of us are going to be prepared for retirement. And that's a very real problem. So when you look at what if you were consistently showing up for your health and wellness, doing just minimum viable everything. That's where I start people. It doesn't have to be this big charade of going to the gym it can literally be 25 minutes in the beginning of your day. And I have, I offer people videos and stuff like that to help, because people need guidance. We're way too overwhelmed. We have way too much going on, and we need to be given clarity and structure around what to do if we're going to follow through. Because way too many of us have too many ideas. We're not following through on those ideas, and it is affecting the way we relate to ourselves. It's affecting our self-esteem, it's affecting our confidence, and it's affecting the relationships that we have with other people. So that's what I always like to ask people is, what would happen if you consistently showed up for yourself over a time span of, call it 8 weeks, 12 weeks, something like that. Set something, get very clear about what you're going to do, and then do that thing. And the beauty with that, I get so excited about this stuff. The beauty with that is okay, say it's an exercise regimen, right? Let's call it exercise and meditation. You're going to exercise 6 days a week, minimum viable, 25 minutes a day. Get your body moving, get those benefits flowing through your body, baby, flowing through the bloodstream. And you meditate, so you're more focused, you're regulating, you're calming yourself down. So by the end of 12 weeks, not only are you more healthy and you're more mentally well and more calm, more focused, but you've also shown yourself that you can stick to something for 12 weeks. And that right there, it's the actual benefits, the visible benefits and the felt benefits that you're receiving, that's one thing, those are tangible. But I feel the more intangible ones are that you're oh, look at me, I did this thing. And we need that. We need to prove to ourselves that we can follow through on what we say we're going to do. And we're so bombarded these days with self-help messages and I call it overdosing on inspiration. We're so bombarded with all of this inspiration these days that we start and we fall off. We start and then we go back, and then we don't finish, and then we forget that we were even starting in the first place because life takes over. So some very simple framework and structure can be incredibly helpful in making sure that you stick to the plan and that you follow through for yourself.